Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris here at Randy Kuehl Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And here behind me is a brand new 2025 Honda Accord EXL Hybrid. I'm going to show you all the cool standard features and functions when you arrive at your local Honda dealership. Boom! You know everything from the get-go. So let's get going. All right, so here it is. We're right outside the vehicle. Now, as usual, we're going to walk up here to the window sticker. You guys are welcome to pause the video right about there if you want to explore on your own. You guys can see it's a 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid EXL. This is the second highest trim. One above this will be the Touring trim. Now, fuel economy. You got 51 for the city, 44 for the highway with a combined of 48. Down here on the bottom right-hand corner, talks about CT ratings. 5 out of 5. Who doesn't love that? Good job, Honda. You can see this is a US-made product. Ohio. The price point on this particular one. And then the list of the standard features and functions, which we're going to go over just for you. Now, this one's going to be a platinum white pearl. American Honda does charge additional $455 for this particular color, and then other colors options out there. I'm going to throw those color options up there. Then also, if it's going to have a suppressor for that color, so be aware. Now, it comes with 2 key fobs and remote start. To use your remote start, all you have to do is hit lock. Hold down the little circle button on the bottom left-hand corner. You can see the lights just flash. There we go. I received it. It starts right up. The lights will flash to let you know, hey, I'm on and running. The remote start runs in 10-minute intervals. So after 10 minutes, it just turns right off. Now let's say if 8 minutes have passed. I need a little more time. Not a problem. Repeat that process. Lights flash. There we go. Extended the time 10 minutes from that point, so you can do it twice. If you play your cards correctly, you can have almost 20 minutes of remote start time. A third time, it won't work. You actually have to get in there, turn on the vehicle to actually reset that point. Now, I can let the time run out, or I can turn it off by holding down the circle button. Boop, it's off. So pretty nice. All right, so you can see your daytime running lights right up there with the turning indicators. Then we're also going to have your Honda sensing is going to come standard. Your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, forward collision, road departure, all that is going to be right in there. We're going to also got parking sensors. You can find those, the body colored parking sensors on the front and rear. Wipers are right underneath the hood line, look pretty nice and sharp. We'll come right over here to the side profile. We're going to check out those alloyed rims. Then take a step back and look at the side profile of the vehicle. As we're back here, I'm going to throw some exterior measurements up there so you can see how it compares to you guys' current vehicle, other vehicles out there in the market. Will it fit in the garage? Let us know down below in the comments. Now, let's point out some cosmetic stuff. You'll see about body colored handles, a little bit of chrome action right above the windows. Down on the bottom, you see the nice gloss black finish on that trim work down below. Body colored side mirrors with a turn-in indicator within the side mirror. These side mirrors are going to be breakaway, so if you need to fold these in, you can pull them in. If you accidentally bump them, hey, that's not a problem. Push it right back in place. Shark fin antenna, body colored, moonroof. Now, we're going to have smart entry system with the key fob. So let's say the car is all locked up. You got the key fob in your purse, pocket, jacket, put your hand in the handle while you have the key fob close to the car, and it locks the door. You can choose you just want the driver's side door to unlock or all doors to unlock. So that's pretty nice. Now, you can also keep the key fob in your pocket. You got these little ridges right here. Put your thumb down on those ridges. It locks it all right up so you can walk away with confidence. Now, we also going to have the walk away auto lock feature. So I got my key fob, car is off, door is shut. I'll walk away. If it's enabled, you can turn this on or off. You get 10 feet away. Boom! It locks all the doors, so you never have to second guess. Did I lock my doors? Did I not? You got the key fob with you, and there we go. You're set to go. You cannot accidentally, whoops, leave your key fob in there, your gym bag, whatever the case might be, and you hit the lock button. All right, the car realized, hey, there's a key in here. Hey, you just hit the lock button and you just shut the door. This must be an accident. So it automatically unlocks the door. Now, if you want to learn how to lock a key fob in the car and you don't have a second key fob, I have a video that's going to show you that. But if you had 2 key fobs with you, like for example, my wife takes her purse, or maybe she leaves her purse in the car, and with the key fob in it, and I have my key. We leave one in there, I have my key, we step out, we shut the door, we hit the lock button, it registers, hey, I'm purposely locking that second key fob in the car, okay? So yeah, pretty nice. We're also gonna have blind spot information system right here. You have a nice little indicator, so as you're driving down the city, highway, there's a car over here, like, woo, we're in your blind spot, right? That's gonna light up a nice solid orange light to let you know someone's there. Now, when you have your turn indicator on while someone's in your blind spot, that light's gonna flash at you, then it's gonna beep at you to alert you, the do-do-do, don't turn yet, someone's in your blind spot. Now, if you haven't seen that yet in action or experienced that, you wanna see a visual, of course, I got your back. I have the videos gonna show you that and the cross traffic monitoring system. So when the car is unlocked, the gas doors will pop right open. It's all locked up. It won't open, unlock, push it on the right-hand side of the door. It's spring-loaded, pops right out. Capless gas tank. You don't have to worry about fixing or replacing a cheap gas tank. Cut lid. It's a simple slide and go. Now we're going to step here towards the back of the vehicle. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. You can see those parking sensors, those dots right there, where our parking sensors. We're going to have a backup camera. That backup camera is going to be right here. Badge of honor, hybrid, Accord. Once again, that continued black trim, nice finish down below. Trunk release on the fob. And then you're also going to have it right here on the lid itself. Plenty of legendary cargo space. I'm going to throw some measurements up there, how much volume space you have. So as life happens, you just load it up and hit the road. You have plenty of space. Now, the rear seats are going to be a 60-40 split seat. You can bring those down by pulling the levers right there. Plenty of insulation to help with the road noise for the passengers in the back. Then also, if you're getting stuff in here, you won't be hearing it kind of jumbling around as much. Carpet mats come standard. Now, hybrid models come with a tire inflation kit. All right. So I want to point that out. I've seen people, I get it. Hey, some people like, I'm kind of old school. I want to have a spare tire. You can get a spare tire, store it in the garage. You can go on those long journey drives. You want a peace of mind, just put it right in here. I've seen it. I helped people with that. That's always an option, okay? Now, let's say you get your key fob in a gym bag, jacket, I don't know, just throw it in there. You cannot accidentally lock your keys in the trunk. Cannot do that. Quick and easy for the back. Now we're going to step over here. Before we dive in on the interior, let's talk about the interior dimensions. How much space are we going to have? Shoulder room, stuff like that. All right, make sure there's enough room for your friends, pet, cargo, whoever's brave enough to tag along. Jump in and let's go. Come look at the door. Nice soft touch, power windows, pretty easy. Some additional cubby space, boom, done. Leather interior. For those that have car seats, anchor. Someone already pulled that out looking around. Anchor. So we have anchors for all that, pretty easy to find. See, lucky for me, my kids all grown up. We don't need car seats anymore. Instead, they love putting their feet up on the back of the seat. I'm sure you guys can relate to that if you have kids. Now, leather interior. Right here, comes right down. Leather armrest, of course. Nice soft cup holders. Light, dome light up there. Courtesy pocket. We have a couple USB-C plug-ins. Adjustable vents. All-season mats do not come standard, but we put them in our cars here in Iowa because most of the people take advantage of them. Why wouldn't you? The high wall, laser cut, type fit, gets all that sand, all that brine, whatever else you kind of collect on your feet throughout the season. And it's easy to clean, so definitely recommend. That's all up to you. But yeah, that's the back seat. Driver's side door, we'll take a moment, look at that. Pretty much easy and straightforward. Nice little soft again. You guys know about power windows. You got your power locks. You got your mirror selector left and right. So select the mirror you want, adjust it with the D-pad down below, put it in the center. You cannot accidentally hit a button and adjust your mirrors. Then you get this button here. My wife loves this button because the kids and I, we like to play with our windows, and she can lock us out so we can suffer. I think she likes doing that. But anyways, you can keep those kids from playing around with the windows. Cubby space. Right over here, we have power seats, forward, back, up. As you do the back half, lower. So that front half is going up and then down. You got your recline, then your two-way lumbar. Pedals to get you to A to B, stop and go. Trunk release. Hood release. Let's pop that and show you some of those common courtesy things underneath the hood. I had ice cubes flying around. Under the hood, we're gonna have a 2.0 non-turbo 4-cylinder engine with a hybrid system. Now, let's talk about the little things you may do on your own. For example, washer fluids, a nice blue cap, easy to find. What else is easy? The bright orange dipstick. Day or night time, you can find it. We have an oil cap, coolant cap. Battery is easily exposed for the car battery, so if you had to jump or get jump, replace that, easy access. Coolant, fuse box, brake fluid, anything else besides that, I'm calling someone to come rescue me, to work on the car, or help me out. Or you can contact your local Honda service center. I'm sure they'd be glad to assist you guys with more of those advanced questions you may have between all the Honda models, okay? So great resource to use if you need to, that's fine. Now, one more look over for those that have the capabilities of working on their own car. All right, now let's pull this out and let's talk about the stuff on the inside out there. All right, so here we are in the driver's seat, and this is where the fun begins for the interior for the Honda Accord EXL Hybrid. First steps, make sure you have the key fob with you. It can be in your pocket, your purse, your jacket, just somewhere in the vehicle. Once the key's in the vehicle, to turn it on, all you have to do is put your foot down on the brake. You'll see the push button stir is going to light up. Push that right in. While your foot's on the brake, now it's on and running. We'll come right over here to the left-hand side of the steering wheel. You can keep your vent open, you can close it. So from there, you got your directional to adjust your side vents. Over here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel underneath, you got a release on the telescoped it, so you can push it in, you can pull it out, down and up. You guys get the point. Adjust it as you see fit. We're gonna lock it right back in place. We have a nice leather-wrapped wheel. We're gonna honk the horn here. 3, 2, 1. That's the horn. Now, all of your Honda sensing features are going to be over here on the right-hand side. You can see right now nothing's available. I can tell because the icons are not right up there. To make sure your adaptive cruise or your cruise control is available, you select this button right there. Then you can see one of two icons. You got this for your adaptive cruise. You can tell because it has a speedometer with an arrow and a car in front of it. Or you'll see this for your standard cruise. Now to set your cruise control, you got a toggle switch right here to set and resume. So hit that once you're at the speed you want to go. If you need to adjust your speed, you can tap or tap and hold to increase it by 5s. So pretty nice and easy. Now your adaptive cruise control, to switch between the two, you just hold this button down here for a few seconds. It allows you to switch, as you guys see from there. Now the adaptive cruise control will allow you to set the distance between you and the car in front of you by selecting this button by tapping it. You got to tap this, okay? So as you see right here, this is us selecting the distance. More lines means further, less lines means closer. Once I got my speed set, let's have going 45. Car in front of me is going 40. It finds a car in range. The car would beep at me as it slows down or speeds up. When a car gets in and out of range, you can turn that on or off. So they get in range, there slows me down, matches my speed with theirs to maintain that distance. If their car gets out of range, beep, 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 I resume back to my set cruise control speed. So that's how that works. It's pretty nice. Now right here, it's gonna be for your lane keep assist and traffic jam assist. So that's two features and one button. Once you select that, you'll see an icon right up here. This is gonna help you keep you in the center of your lane for your city and highway driving. So the traffic jam assist works between 25 to 45 miles an hour. The lane keep assist works between 45 to 90 miles an hour. Excuse me. So let's imagine you're driving down the road, you go out of your lane a little bit, beep, 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 beep. All right, you can turn that on or off, and then it brings you back and puts you back in the center of your lane. You will not be going back and forth playing ping pong. All right, it does a very good job keeping the center of your lane. Now, when it's actively working for both of those safety features, you'll see green and then green lines out there, because when you put the vehicle into drive, you'll see lines and stuff right up here. I have a video showing you more of that in action, so you can see a live feed if you haven't experienced that yet, okay? All right, now you got the cancel, of course. You got a little wheel here. We're gonna come back and talk about the wheel once we get to the driver's interface. We'll come over here to the left-hand side. You got your voice command. So there's gonna be a difference between a tap and a tap and hold. So the tap and hold for like connection for your Bluetooth, then a taparoo is gonna be like for your Alexa from that point, okay? So you can do kind of cool stuff with that. But you got your volume, and then of course you can skip between radio stations, and then of course we got a little wheel action. That's what we're going to talk about here in a second for the left-hand side of your driver's interface screen. Wipers, adjustable intermittent wipers. Change how fast you want your wipers to go when it's on intermittent. We'll come right over here. Lights, you can have auto lights. If you're just sitting out here in the parking lot and you want the car nice and warm as it's cold outside, and you don't want your lights on, you just come over and toggle to off. Boom. Once you put the vehicle into drive, your daytime running lights or maybe your headlights will automatically come on if need to be. So now we're going to talk about the driver's interface layout here quick, okay? Gas tank. It's going to be over here on the right-hand side. We're not looking at the red dot. You're looking at the bars. So we're almost a full tank of gas right there. Gas tanks on the driver's side. You got your speed. You can change that to as well. We'll talk about that here in a second. So you can have a circle or just the bar effect for the design. There's your digital speed. Honda sensing, you can see it's available. You can use it for your adaptive cruise, your lane keep assist, the drive mode or normal, the miles are on the vehicle. You can see right now that all of your Honda sensing features are enabled. There's going to be settings. So when everything's enabled, it's going to be green. Or an auto for the charge. You can change that up as you see fit. You can put it into EV mode. You can actually click and hold a button to put it in charge mode. The engine's going to charge that hybrid battery. So it's going to be nice. That's going to be right over here. Tap and hold. Most people just keep that on auto. So the car does it automatically by itself. Okay. We're in a park. It's 11 degrees outside. And then you can see how well you're charging. Engine brake regeneration charges the battery, how much power you're using from the battery. So as you're driving down the road, that needle, as you apply into the brakes, will show you the charging power. And you can increase and decrease that with your paddle shifters. So pretty much when you take your foot off the brake with the hybrid model, or just cars in general, they have a nice little drag to kind of a stop. Well, I don't want to say exactly to a stop, but you can feel them how they kind of slow down when your foot's not on the accelerator. You know, it kind of drags a little bit. So you can increase the drag of your vehicle. So it kind of just a little slower, or, increases that, makes it a little, slow down a little faster, increases the charge. So I try to put that down and explain that well as I can. Hopefully I answered that pretty well. Okay. Now your hybrid battery is right over here. It's low, full. The bars is what you're looking at. All right. Now there's no temperature gauge. There's actually be a light will come on. And so if it's hot and cold, you'll see a blue or red light over there. Now let's get to the wheel action. Let's start with the easy one on the left-hand side. The wheel, you just scroll up and down, then push into select items as you see fit. So radio, we'll scroll down. You see you got some options: FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. It's going to be a wireless, Alexa too, and then you can customize display. As you customize display, you can choose if you want some of this stuff right up there. Everything's checked, but if I don't want like Apple CarPlay to show, I just push in the wheel, select that, then I go back to back, and it won't display on that screen. And scroll down to back. Let's keep the clock up there. It's kind of nice. All right, so yeah, that's everything on the left-hand side. We'll come over here to the right-hand side. Same thing with the menu. You scroll up and down. You kind of let it hover. And to interact with something on that, you just push in the wheel. So the first one, we got fuel and range. So right now, based on 3 miles, you can see average fuel economy is 1.8, but that's based on 3 miles. A lot of times these vehicles just sit here running, so that doesn't help. But it shows your range right now based on 3 miles. We can do 494 miles. That might be higher or lower than your current one, because the more miles you put on, the more the car learns from your driving habits, the weather, the terrain, the conditions, stuff like that. Okay, I might be a little more heavy on the gas pedal. Some people are not so bad. I might do more hilly driving or mountains. You might have more flat land, cold versus summer, big difference. Okay, so that's all computer generated based on your habits. You see a graph right here from 0 to 90. That's going to show you a lifetime fuel economy that you're getting at that time. So as you're driving down the road, you'll see that fluctuate. You see we had trip A as 3.6 miles. As I tap it, the wheel, there we go. The wheel, once again, this is the wheel. So I'm referring to, it goes to trip B. Now if I push in and hold, would it do it? Nope, it's just a tap. There we go. So if you hold in the wheel, you can reset it for trip B. If I go back to trip A, I can do the same, okay? You got speed and time. Most people don't play around with this, but once again, to go from speed and time, you can change that. Scroll down, navigation, your compass, driver's attention monitoring system. This is kind of nice. The car is going to tell you when you need to pull over and take a break. So let's imagine you're out there, you're driving around, you're swerving around, doing a bad job of driving. That car knows the difference between the wind blowing you around or you just need to sleep it off, okay? So you get a nice little 1 bar right up there. The car is going to encourage you, it's going to ding at you, do all these crazy stuff to let you know, hey, Crazy Chris, pull over, take a nap, get a cup of coffee, come back in 15 minutes if you're well rested enough, and then let's get going again. Seatbelts, you can see who's sitting where. Driver right now is someone's in the driver's seat, not wearing a seatbelt. The 3 in the back are plugged in. That's pretty quick. So if I grab this, about to plug it in right about now, boom, unplugged now. Pretty nice and responsive, okay? Scroll down to maintenance. So now you do get a Honda service pass with maintenance. You get a 2-year, 24,000 mile. Contact your dealership for more details on how that kind of works out. See if anything changed from that point. But yeah, you get a nice complimentary oil changes. Now you'll see you got your safety support. This is what I was talking about earlier right down there. So if I push in the wheel, you can see that your road departure is off. Now everything's enabled because it's all green. Your blind spot information, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold here. Blind spot information system, you can turn that off if you want to. Front and rear parking sensors, your forward collision, and then we're back to the top. We're gonna scroll down. You have it nice and blank. Nothing there. Brightness, pushing the wheel. You can adjust your brightness of your driver's interface. Once you see what you want, pushing the wheel again to select that. Vehicle stability assist. If you want to reduce that, turn it off. That's how you do it. We'll keep it on. The gauge display setting. All right, let's talk about the gauge design quick. So right now you can see his bars. Let's make them round. I like round. That's something I'm used to. All right, so now if I back out, there we go. Got my speed, and you can see the charge, the power. We're EV ready. We'll have a full charge right up here. So if I want to put it in fully EV mode, I can for short distance driving, but I usually just keep it on auto to get the best optimal out of it. So yeah, that's your gauge, your display. Okay, so that's going to be the difference on that. That's kind of nice to be aware of. Now we're going to go back to round. All right, so now you can change your speed and distance from miles per hour to kilometers. We'll keep it on miles. You can hide and show some stuff on here. So maybe if you don't want to show like compass or some other items that are white, you can see that allows you, it's not faded out, just unselect. You can hide some stuff. This next one is probably the one you guys are waiting for, power flow. I love looking at this thing. When you're out there, you're driving around, it's nice to see as you're driving, you'll see it fluctuate. That is the battery driving the wheels, because there'll be a lines coming up to the wheels. Is the engine driving the wheels? Is the engine charging the battery? Like, what's going on? It gives you a lifetime feed on how your hybrid system is working or what's doing at that time. So like if I put it down, hold down that button as I was talking about for the charge, it probably won't do it now since it has a full charge. Yep, won't do it because it has a full charge. You'll see if the battery's low enough, the hybrid battery, it will charge, the engine will charge that battery. So now we're going to back up. We're going to look at the dashboard here quick to find the adjustable vents. You get yours way over there. We're going to have these two. We're probably going to argue about these. Hazard lights if you ever need them. Hopefully you never do. We already seen this one right there. So yeah, pretty nice. Now all hybrid models for 2025 for the Honda Accords will have the legendary 12.3 inch touchscreen. All right, so we'll get close here. Trying to fix that. All right, so we're at the home menu now. You can pair up multiple phones, but only one would be a priority that receives and makes the incoming outgoing calls. Radio. So you got the volume buttons right here. Push that in for on and off. Pretty nice and easy. Straightforward. Now, select FM up there. You can see all these options. You have FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Once again, it's wireless. It takes your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Maps, Google Maps, Apple Maps off of your phone, displays it right up there for you, plays through the vehicle. Maybe, you got music, stuff like that, and other compatible apps off your phone, displays it right up there, okay? You can have an Alexa. I have a video talking more about Alexa, the difference between Alexa and Google Assist. Check that out, okay? Now, you can rearrange your touchscreen too. So just click, rearrange it. Maybe I want to add shortcuts. Over here, you got your shortcuts. So if you want to use something more often, if you find a pattern that you use that more often, like a compass, I can put it over there. It saves right over it. And when I'm all done, I just hit the home. Takes you right back. Okay. You'll notice there's gonna be things gonna be color coordinated too, like all of your media stuff. It's gonna be blue. More informational stuff's gonna be orange. Things like that. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You got your power flow. So you can see it right up there. It gives you a little range, your current drive, see your battery life. So as you're driving down the road, you'll see what's driving what. Let's see if we just put this in drive. No one's around. We're looking good. So right now the engine's driving the wheels. But you'll see lines like that between blue and green, okay? So yeah, that's the power flow. We're gonna back up here quick. You got your trip. So you can see your previous trip from once you reset it, between trip A and trip B. You can go up to 3 times for your trips on your 3 previous and see your current. So if I reset trip B twice, guess what? You get 2 history or 2 previous of data right up there. You got Alexa. Vehicle settings. I have a video out there that's going to show you how to customize all of your vehicle settings. It does a pretty good job in answering a lot of questions you may have, give you a little more confidence. So when you pick up your new car, you set everything up the way you want it before you drive it off the lot to show it out to your friends and family, okay? General settings. Profile settings. So you can manage your own profile. You can see some things that you'll be set up for your particular settings. It does not control everything. It's just a few items that you can play around with, okay? Now we're going to have USB, AM radio, software updates, hotspot. That's most likely going to be a part with a mobile plan with a certain phone provider, clock.
You can actually change the background of this clock. So maybe if you got a photo of your favorite, YouTuber, maybe, family, pet, whatever, I have a video is going to show you how to download that onto there. So check that out too as well. Pretty good detailed stuff. Just make sure you format your flash drive or your photos correctly. Honda Link. Check out HondaLink.com. Depending on the trim level, depending on the model, you get some cool stuff with an Honda Link app that goes onto your phone, and a lot of cool complimentary free stuff. And there, of course, is going to maybe a few subscription options. They're optional. It's up to you. You got a compass. You can adjust the brightness of your screen. Maybe it bugs you. You can turn it off. Tap it up again, turn it back on. All apps. Maybe I want to hide a couple apps that are up here. You can just uncheck them. Now, you notice you got this little doohickey going on over here. Slide it over. Voila. Time. Change profile. You can change. That's pretty much a quick rundown on the touch screen. Now we're going to back up here quick, look down to the center console controls. We got heated seats. I definitely love this right now throughout the whole video. You get a high, medium, low, and off. Now as you play around with this and your climate control, you're going to see it right up here on the top of the touch screen. Boom and boom. So as we're driving down the road, as I'm playing around with this stuff, all of this stuff, I don't have to put my eyes all the way down here. So that's kind of nice. So we're going to have dual climate control. That's going to be great. So if I'm alone, everything's synced, so that's great. But with dual climate control, it's going to be great if I have a passenger with me. Because, let's say the wife's tag along. She likes around the 70s. For me, I like it freezing. So she's comfortable. I'm alive. So that's great. No one has to argue about that. We're going to have mine, hers, fan speed. You see it right up there. Off, on, air circulation, different modes. See it right there. You're going to have front defroster, rear defroster, heated side mirrors, AC off and on. You have a couple USB-C plugins, a wireless phone charger. This is great to maintain your phone battery, guys. It would not be like plugging it in at home and having it just fully charge it, okay? It's help to maintain. Now to turn that off, it's nice and easy. Just hold this little button down. There we go, no green light, it's off. Now it's back on. Cup holders, shifter. You can see where I'm parked because of the little orange light. We're in reverse. When you're in reverse, onto the cord, you're going to see your backup camera is automatically going to display. So down here is going to show you how the camera is going to act, give you some options for your multi-angle rear camera. So that's a nice 180 view. Catches pretty much almost that whole front end of that car right there next to us. So it's pretty impressive, okay? More directly right behind you view. Then a straight down shot from your rear bumper view. So when you're doing some parallel parking, backing up, you can see how close you get into the wall or maybe a car, the curb. This is off and now on for a cross traffic monitoring system. Of course, Crazy Honda Chris has a video for that. Pretty much when the vehicle's into reverse and you're in the parking lot, cars coming from a side or maybe the other side, it will warn you to let you know, hey, hold on there, buddy, someone's coming by. So if you want to see that in action, check out that video. Now your parking sensors. All I see is glare on the phone. That's why I've been struggling today. You can see on the graph right down here, you got 4 and then 2. Kitty corner right up there is showing. Vehicles in park. There we go. But we're going to come down here to your drive modes. So it's a toggle switch, toggle up and down. You'll see it's going to change on the touchscreen, and also it will change right over here on the right hand side. You got individual mode, so you can customize some things on the individual mode. So as you get right over here, you can hit customize on the touchscreen. You can change all these options as you see fit. Just click it. There we go. I want a sport, econ. Gives you a couple options, okay? All right, now we're gonna toggle down to sport mode. Sport's gonna increases your acceleration, gives you a little more fun performance. It's not gonna be the best in the fuel economy. Also doesn't change it too much, but just enough to just dimension, okay? You get better acceleration out of it. Now we'll come down here, we have your normal. So just like right now, today, it looks pretty nice. No ice, no crazy amount of snow, just your everyday driving habits. Then we'll come down to Econ. Econ's great for your highway driving. Econ's gonna make you more fuel efficient, which is more effective for your highway driving. I stress on that just because it's a good question. People say, hey, when do I get the most on my Econ? So when you're up to speed, going down, you're cruising, cruise control set, put that bad boy in Econ. That's the most effective. Now remember those hot summer days when it's like 120 degrees outside, you have to choose. You want to be fuel efficient or comfortable, because when it's an Econ, it does affect the power of your AC, okay? So your cold air won't come out as effective or as cold. It also affects the power of your acceleration and your electrical power. So yeah, there it is. Now you get the little reminder right down there to let you know Econ is on, or in normal, or in sport, or in individual mode, on however you customize that. We already talked about this. How you tap that, it puts in EV mode. You can see it right down over there. We're in EV mode for short distance driving. I have auto. Well, most of us will keep it on. If you click and hold that button down, it puts it in charge mode. You can see right now the engine is charging the battery, a hybrid battery. I love that graph. It's kind of nice to watch. I'm going to turn it right back to auto. So now it's telling itself, hey, you know what? We have enough battery. Don't worry about it. This could be electrical park and brake. Pull it up to activate it. You can see it's activated. So if you park on a steep incline, you see it's on now. You have a reminder right up there for brake. Now to turn that off, you can't just push it in. You have to put your foot down on the brake pedal, then push that right in. It releases it. It's no longer active because no red brake and no red light. You have a hold brake. So if I have my seatbelt plugged in, I click that. So every time I get into a complete stop, like if I'm stopped, I take my foot off the brake, it holds the brake pedal down for you. Well, holds the car in park until you apply into the gas, and it automatically releases. So that's kind of nice if you have a cramped leg or whatever the case might be. It's great for those super dense population area with a lot of traffic, with a consistently stop and go traffic. So I have a video talking more about that, of course. Nice leather armrest. We'll pop this right open. Plenty of space in here to hide my snacks, my Funyuns, my quarters, whatever I need to hide from the kiddos. They always find it somehow. I guess they watch my videos. They know where I hide my stuff. We have a 12-volt plug-in. Closes right up. Lockable glove box. Pops right down. Plenty of space. Kind of on and off there with the trunk. Close it right up. We have an auto dimming rear view mirror, so those bright lights coming at you helps reduce that. You can turn that on and off right there. We have a light. This is off, so if I open up a car door, your lights won't come on, but I can turn everything on by putting it on, put it to door setting. So guess what? I open up a door, your dome light will come on. You got one hidden way back there, as you guys probably see it. I'm giving you guys motion sickness now. So you get an emergency call. You're going to have a one-touch power moonroof. Tap it back forward. There we go. So now I can wave at people right over there. Tap it. Well, tap it forward is in back. Now we're going to tap it forward. So this is the one-touch power move. Tap it back, it opens. Tap it forward, it closes. If you push it in, it tilts. Close it. Forward. Place for the sunglasses. Nice little lights in there. Of course, this is going to pop right out. This is adjustable. Help try to keep that sun out of your eyes. You can get these cool little clips here, so you know, as you get those business cards from Crazy Honda Chris, you can keep them right up there, or whatever else you want to put up there. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, well, there it is, guys. that's going to be the 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid EXL Walkaround, showing you guys all the cool standard features and functions. If you found this video helpful, please do me a huge favor. Take some moment of your time. It goes a long ways for me. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below, or even mention Crazy Honda Chris and a five-star Google review at Randy Kuehl Honda to justify my time I spend on these videos. I do a lot of these on my free time. Come out here, touch the car, explain the car. You know, most of you guys aren't even people that subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, or even see me in person. But my goal is to help you guys. So help me help you keep that going on, okay? Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't be afraid to check out my tips and tricks video. It has so much more information just for you. All right, bye-bye.